gentlemen, still a lot of show coming up. You have to stick around. But first, I want to mention something. You may not have noticed this, but when we started this show, a long time ago, we decided to model it on the British parliamentary system of government. Okay? It was a decision we made early on. We needed some kind of system. We chose that system. Naturally, in such a system, I am like the Prime Minister. Max and Joel are cabinet members. And NBC is much like the Queen. That's how the whole thing works. Now, most of the time, that has little to no bearing on you, the viewer. However, as with the English Parliament, we are required by our Constitution to engage in Prime Minister's question time. That's right. That's when all the interested parties ask me questions about how I am running the show. It's a bit of a drag, but I think it's necessary for good governance. So please bear with me as we partake in late-night Parliament question time. Thank you. Let me start by saying that I think we've had a capital year, and I think we can all look forward to more of the same.
Same. Lloyd Smith from the Southeast audience. My lord, what say you to the charge that you overused a type of humor known as the fat joke? Specifically, my lord, the Reuben-studded fat joke. There are those who... Yes, there are those who say studded has not been relevant since 2003.
Let me ask you, when you say 2003, do you mean pounds or kilos?
Well parried, Mr. O'Brien, but I must maintain these jokes are cheap, easy, and beneath you.
Cheap, easy, and beneath me? I guess we've moved on to Paris Hilton.
Mr. Pendleton of Lower Crew. Mr. O'Brien, you've certainly made mincemeat of my colleague, Mr. Smith. But I'd like to draw your attention to a most despicable abomination.
A despicable abomination? This hardly seems like the time to talk about Kevin Federline's new rap album.
Sir, I'm referring to the fact that you spent the first 11 minutes of this show, which is produced by NBC Universal, talking to Jack Black about the movie King Kong, which just happens to also be produced by NBC Universal. You, sir, are a shameless corporate shill.
Well, sir, I never. If you're accusing me of promoting the action blockbuster King Kong, then all I can say is that movie is 3 hours of non-stop fun for the whole family. King Kong in theaters everywhere. See it now.
Enough. I move that this august body hereby proclaim Conan O'Brien to be a, quote, mediocre host, close quote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. No! How dare you? Hosting's my life. Without it, I'm nothing. I'm broken. I'm sand, scattered to the wind. I'm a once dry riverbed, now overrun by a raging flood of tears and despair. You have ruined me! So, gentlemen, call me anything you want. Just don't call me a mediocre host.
Fine. I now further move that Mr. O'Brien also be proclaimed a mediocre actor.
All right, the people who spoke with the Quebec, Rachel McAdams is here.